welcome to who's ever here. Oh, hold on a second. I'm gotta fix something a little bit. So I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm here to share some original songs with you and hopefully spread some good vibes, or preferably great vibes. But still setting up here. Got a few little setup thingies to do. Come on, let's get this done. Okay, that thing is done. One other thing. Let's do this. Okay, that's done. Now, oh, hey, Elliot, how are you? You're the first one. I just got started. I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm here to do original songs for you. I hope you will hang out and enjoy and comment and let me know what you think. Just gonna wait for a few more people to arrive. I see we've got a few, but Bennett is here. Welcome, Bennett. How are you? Everybody who's just joining, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm here to share my original songs, and Jopa has arrived. Welcome. And Lana, how are you tonight? Alexander, Nikki, how you doing? Ava, how are you? For those just joining, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm going to be doing original songs for you. So I hope you'll hang around. Jasanti. Oh, thank you for liking the live. And if you're enjoying the live, Marianne, how are you? And if you're enjoying the live, please don't forget to like, share, and hit that follow button. Autumn, how are you? Ilna, Leah, Emily, Ison, user, lady, how are you? Duvalin, Laney, thank you for liking the live, and Amber and Abby, and Sam, and CJ, and Kaylee, Alyssa, Callie, Soph, Paige, Podge, Chris, Isan, welcome, Audrina, how are you? So for those just joining, oh, thank you, Kaylee. Oh, that's so sweet. Brianna, welcome. Hi, how are you tonight, Kaylee? Lexi, how are you doing? Patrick, Hardy, welcome. For those just joining, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm here to share some original songs with you, Fatima, and just hang out and have fun. Hopefully we're having fun, right, Sarah and Maria and Allison? How are you? You know, I usually have my set lists not planned out. I almost said all planned out, which is the opposite of what I really mean to say. I often have the opening song determined before I start, and I had kind of an idea of what I would start with today, but oh, thank you, AA Spams, for the follow. Everybody, if you're enjoying my live, please don't forget to hit the follow button. And also to like and share. Right, Squeaks and Tristan. TC Kinger, thank you for liking the live. So, I don't know how many of you are familiar with my songs. If you are and you want to hear a particular one, let me know. Chloe, Cynthia. Otherwise, well, maybe I'll just get started. Should I get started? Jesus. Thank you for the smiling blue face. Thank you so much. Secret, how are you? Share your secret at Audrey, Shoebox. Question mark. Estefani. Oh, you know what? Let me try something. Hold on a second. Tell me if you notice a difference. Oh no, that's already on. I just turned it off. I don't know if there's any difference. Which is better, this or this? I don't know if you can even see a difference of what I just did. I'm not sure I can see a difference. But, okay. So, oh, now I got to realign my windows. Oh, I messed up my windows. Now I got to put everything back to where they were. Oh, thank you so much, Finn, for the rose. I really appreciate the love. And anybody, by the way, if you want to send some love, that's awesome. I believe I have set my live goal tonight to a heart me, which is just worth 1 coin. It's only 1 coin, so that's easy to do. Oh, and thank you, Hi, for the follow. And the heart me, not only is it worth a coin, it also puts you into the fan club. And you get special stickers and things like that. You know, I got a message just like this the other day, and then I clicked on the person's username and they were gone. So, I don't know. And I don't know how to add you on Discord because I don't know how to find you. So, anyway, why don't we do a song? Should we do a song? All right. I guess I'll start with this one. This is a celebration. This song is a celebration of a relationship that started under unlikely circumstances and persisted through good times and bad. Trooster, oh Jay, thank you for the 2 roses. Even though we came from such different worlds, at that one single time and place on earth, there we were. Now somehow, when so many years have flown, look around at this place that we call home. Here we are, day after day after day, page after calendar page. Nothing could stand in our way. We're joined at the heart. We could have drifted apart anywhere under the stars, but of all places we both could be, here we are. Through those times when it all seemed way too much, and it felt like both of us had enough, still here we are. Cry or laugh at the things we did back then, still it all comes down to this in the end. Here we are, day after day after day, page after calendar page. Nothing could stand in our way. We're joined at the heart. Oh, thank you, Callie, for 7 roses. We could have drifted apart anywhere under the stars, but of all places we both could be, here we are. And M, thank you for the follow. Day after day after day, page after calendar page. Nothing could stand in our way. We're joined at the heart. We could have drifted apart anywhere under the stars, but of all places we both could be, here we are. Here we are. Of all places we both could be, here we are. That's a true story. And thank you so much, everybody. And oh, hey, Silver Fox is here. Thank you. And James. Okay, if you say so, James. Weirdo. So, those of you just joining, like Irene, for example. Hey, how are you? I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm here doing original songs for you. Jesse. So I'm a songwriter. I'm doing original songs and hopefully spreading some pretty good to okay vibes, or even better. We want We want good to great vibes. Let's make the vibes good to great. Or even better than that, Mr. Leahy. Hi, from London. That's awesome. I'm so glad we have people from around the world at my live. That's so amazing. Thank you so much for joining. And AJ, how are you? And SHKM, thank you so much for the follow. Regan, how are you? Okay, so Brooke, how's it going? And H, thank you so much for the follow. Chloe, how are you? Melena, oh, Eddie. Is that Eddie? Is that the Eddie? Yes, it's Eddie. How are you? So yeah, I'm thinking about that lyric. You know, I really wish I could do Dumb and Famous. I really wish I could do it, but we don't have music for it now. I would definitely play that song in my live if we had music for it. I'm really looking forward to playing that song. But you know what I can do? I can do Sentimental Block, because Eddie's here. So Eddie and I wrote this song many, many years ago. And it's really cool. I really like the song. I hope I don't mess it up, because I haven't... This is one part I always mess up. But I will try not to mess it up. Okay, so I wrote this with Eddie Cunningham, who is now here on the live. I've been fighting this too long. I should be over you by now. I make plans for moving on. I meet a girl and take her out. But every bright-eyed smile reminds me of your pretty face. And every slow dance takes me back to when you were in her place. I got a sentimental block. There ain't no getting over you. I give it my best shot. But no matter what I do, my heart keeps calling out your name. You're on my mind around the clock. Your sweet memories have left me with a sentimental block. I reach out for you at night, and I remember you're not there. As the days go drifting by, I dream of times we used to share. Like when we carved our names on that old oak tree behind the barn. And every snow upside, all I wanted was to spend forever in your arms. The way I felt back then is never gonna change. I got a sentimental block. There ain't no getting over you. I give it my best shot. But no matter what I do, my heart keeps calling out your name. You're on my mind around the clock. Your sweet memories have left me with a sentimental block. My heart keeps calling out your name. You're on my mind around the clock. Your sweet memories have left me with a sentimental block. Eddie was singing along with me. Actually, I would love to have Eddie singing on my live. Eddie is actually a really great singer. As a matter of fact, oh, H, thank you so much for sharing the live and for the follow. And Danny, thank you for the rose. Actually, the first full demo I ever did of a country song, Eddie sang the demo for me. And actually, I can do that song for you now. I don't know if Eddie remembers this song. This was like more than 30 years ago. Eddie sang this demo for me. You know what? I changed one line. I wish I could have the line changed on the demo. But anyway, I'm gonna sing the song. I have to say, Eddie sings it better than me, but still. Oh wait, let me just make sure I got this right. Oops, see, whoa, that's all wrong. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. I was all tucked in, but I couldn't sleep. I was starting school the next day. What would the other kids think of me? What if no one asked me to play? Daddy said, son, I know how you feel. It seems there's so much to learn. Your teacher will help you to read and write, but where the other kids are concerned, there ain't no school for that. You just do your best. Keep on moving ahead and let God do the rest. It's a matter of feeling more than fact, and there ain't no school for that. I comb my hair and shine my boots, check the mirror one last time. It was my first date with Becky Jones, the sweetest girl at Davis High. Dad said, son, I know how you feel. It's as he handed me the keys to the car. There ain't no way you can be prepared for when someone steals your heart. There ain't no school for that. You just do your best. Keep on moving ahead and let God do the rest. It's a matter of feeling more than fact, and there ain't no school for that. Me and Becky just brought home our first. The future's in my hands. I say to Daddy, I hope I can fill your shoes. And now I understand there ain't no school for that. You just do your best. Keep on moving ahead and let God do the rest. It's a matter of feeling more than fact, and there ain't no school for that. It's a matter of feeling more than fact, and there ain't no school for that. Yeah, I wrote that with Marty Axelrod. And you sang that, Eddie, like probably 1994, around there, or maybe before that even, maybe even earlier than that. Tay-Tay, thank you so much for the follow, and Maddie, how are you? And if you're enjoying the live, please don't forget to share and hit that follow button. Or the subscribe button, because depending on what platform you're on. Hey, Jeremiah and Eddie Wick, how are you? Yeah, I know. Trolls are troll. I don't know why people, they have nothing better to do than come onto somebody's live and troll them. That's pretty weird and sad for those people. I have this brand new song. I'm wondering, I have not played this. It's brand spanking new. I just finished it. Actually, I even changed a few words today. This song, actually, I wrote this other song like 30 years ago, and it wasn't really working at the time, but I found the recording and I fixed it. And that song has actually given birth to two other songs, including this brand new one. I guess I'll play it now. This is brand new. Okay. This is the first time I have ever performed this song, so I reserve the right to mess it up. The waves of missing her keep rolling in. Her empty side of bed staring me down. I try to dry my eyes, but they fill up again. So I give in and let it all pour out. With every tear that falls, there goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. At first I hit the bottle, but that didn't work. A rebound romance couldn't turn the tide. The one way to get through is just to feel the hurt. And bit by bit, I'm leaving her behind. With every tear that falls, there goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. At least I've begun to learn I'm tough enough to be a little weak, to soften up with every tear that falls. There goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. Thank you so much. Let's see. Thank you. Oh, Mallory, thank you so much for the heart me. I'm so glad you're here. And Nicole, thank you for 6 roses. And Anna, Sophia, welcome. And Mavis, how are you? For those just joining, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson, and I'm a songwriter, and I'm sharing original songs with you. Thanks, Eddie. So that was the debut of that song, but that actually came from a song I wrote, and I recently rewrote it. So, it's so funny because the song is now responsible for 3 songs, and when I first wrote it, there was something I loved about it, but it wasn't really quite working. So I got a chance to write with a number 1 hit writer, which is a really big honor, but I was invited to write with a guy named Casey Kelly, who, Eddie, you probably know Casey, you at least know of him. But he had a bunch of hit songs back in the 80s and 90s, and his biggest hit was a song called Soon by Tanya Tucker. So I brought him this song. It was called Another War Story. And I was hoping he'd help me fix it. But he said, no, let's write a... So Another War Story was a breakup song. And he wanted to write a different song called Old War Stories, which is a love song. So now I have that song, and I recently found Another War Story, and I rewrote it, and then that gave birth to the song I have. But I'm going to play Another War Story for you, because this is the one that song I just sang to you came from a line in this song. Wait a second. What am I doing? I'm looking through. Oh, this is the wrong version. I'm looking at the wrong version of the song. Okay, hold on a second. What did I do with that song? Oh, here it is. Okay. We charged into the fire, so in love, I never could have known it would all blow up. But the hot nights and the fights, the begging you to stay, are just a hard luck tale to tell someday. Another war story of a brave and battered heart, another blaze of glory, a changing of the guard. Now you and me are history, a dream that got shot down, another war story from love's great battleground. I may be hurting, but I'm standing tall. Here it is. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. The struggle is to just give up and let go, and chalk it up as one more chapter closed. Another war story of a brave and battered heart, another blaze of glory, a changing of the guard. Now you and me are history, a dream that got shot down, another war story from love's great battleground. The wound's gonna mend, I'll dare to love again. Someday I'll find the one that won't end. As another war story of a brave and battered heart, another blaze of glory, a changing of the guard. Now you and me are a memory, a dream that got shot down, another war story from love's great battleground, another war story from love's great battleground. Thank you, Mallory and Amy. Thank you so much. So, you know, I might as well play the other song now. So now I got these 3 songs that came from that song, and I fixed that one up. And now I'm going to play the one. So I wrote this with Casey Kelly. I played him that, and he said, no, let's write he wanted to write a happy song with the same idea, but different. So here's the one I wrote with Casey Kelly. It must have, wrong key. It must have looked bad to your mom and your dad. I can still see the look on their face when they walked in the door, and there you and I were, locked up in a loving embrace. I thought that the future was all in the past, but now, years later, we can look back and laugh, telling old war stories. lost, and then turned it around. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Oh, thank you, Talia, for 20 roses. Remember that night we had our big fight. You locked me outside in the yard. It started to rain and I pleaded in vain, but you made me sleep in the car. They say love conquers all, and I swear that it's true. 'Cause here I am now on this couch holding you, telling old war stories from love's battleground, where we've won and we've lost, and then turned it around. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Elise, how are you? For those just joining, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson, and I am a songwriter. I'm sharing my original song with you, and thank you, Keenan, and also Frontman. Hey, you're back. Awesome, so good to see you. And Theo is here. And Theo, thank you for liking the live. An Apple user is here. I'm not an Apple user. I'm a PC and Android guy, but I'm glad to have an Apple user here. Excuse me, with me tonight. And anytime. And Casey is now here. And it's good to have you. And I hope you'll hang around, hear some of my original songs that I wrote, and have fun. The best. Hey, Eddie's still here. Thank you. I'm so glad you're still here, Eddie. So yeah, those 3 songs all came from that, from that one song. It's kind of, okay, let's get serious now. Let's get controversial. Should I get controversial? Okay, this song may make some people, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't play this song. But if it makes you mad, you still know it's true. I have to make the usual disclaimer. There is an explicit word in this song. I'm not allowed to say it on some platforms. So I have to sing a sound-alike word, but you'll know what it is because it's in the second line of the song and it rhymes with Twitter. He calls it X. I still call it Twitter. Either way, that site has gone into the spitter. Name calling, rage trolling, lies and outright slander. Elon reposting Nazi propaganda. Lies move at the speed of light. No one cares what's wrong or what's right. People spit out insults to that space. They never say straight to your face. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on antisocial media. Oh, Ashley, thank you for 13 roses. Take a look at Newsmax, take a look at Fox. The way they talk to us, they think we're dumb as rocks. Non-stop, over the top, poison for the mind. 24/7, all outrage all the time. A creation of malignant dreams. A well machine. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Antisocial. 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 Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. They're fueling all the hate on anti-social media. So I hope you're still here. If that pissed you off, I hope we can still be friends. Actually, you know what? I haven't even done my latest single yet. I have a new single that just came out. And you know, I've been writing some political songs because I'm really upset about what's happening in this country and how we're so divided. And you know, a big part of the problem, and I've written like 4 songs about this, or 5 maybe, including that one, about how the media is dividing us. Like, it's hard to even know, but we can't even agree. People can't even agree on what the truth is anymore, because some places are reporting one thing and some places are reporting something completely different. So I've been writing a bunch of, oh, thank you so much. So I've been writing a bunch of songs about that. Thank you, Eddie. And so my latest single is also addressing that topic. And the thing is, you know, everybody is really, Archie Lewis got inspired from me. That's awesome. So, oh, Shiley, thank you for sharing the live. So my latest song is another attempt at addressing that problem. And, you know, because everybody is so sure that they're right. They're positive they're right, even though people believe the exact opposite things, and they're both so positive that they're right. So, oh, wait a second. So I wrote this song, and it just came out last week, and it goes like this. They said it, you heard it on cable news. You read it somewhere in a social media post. You saw it recorded in a YouTube video, repeated again by your favorite podcast host. The way I heard the story is much different. I wonder, since we both have strong opinions, how do we know we're right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight and who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who's fooling us when so much is at stake? Have we both made certain to verify the facts and really looked into how credible is the source? And have we considered who profits from the hate and division of the information war? Anyone can fall for the deception. I'm asking you and me the same questions. How do we know we're right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight and who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who's using us when so much is at stake? How often do we listen to the other side? If evidence were given, would we change our minds? How do we know we're right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight and who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who we can trust when so much is at stake? How do we know who we can trust when so much is at stake? So much is at stake. So much is at stake. Thank you, Coco, for sharing the live and for the follow. So yeah, I've been going live 3 days a week, Tuesdays Thursdays, and I was doing Sundays, but this week I switched to Saturdays, so I think I'll try that, doing Saturdays for a while. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 9 Eastern, New York time. Usually I can do songs for maybe about an hour, because as some of you know, I have long COVID, which manifests as chronic fatigue. So it's hard for me to go too long, and I want to stop before I get what's known as post-exertional malaise. So, I just play it by ear and do as many songs as I can. Then I usually hang around for a while and chat. So, that song has a line, which is a very important line. Have we considered who profits from the hate and division of the information war? And I actually have another song that addresses that topic. So I'm going to do that for you right now. Turn on the news, there's endless raging and whining about groomers, elites, and radical thugs coming after us. Somebody's trying real hard to keep us divided, as the haters keep searching for things to make sound scandalous. It's easy to get swept up in this culture war, till you see who the outrage machine is really working for. There's a trail to the boss's door. Follow, follow, follow the money. Who gives and gets what? Gotta watch the flow of the funding, top down and back up. The fat cats and their flunkies are all so power hungry. Who pulls the levers? As ever, follow the money. Owners of private jets get richer and richer, while the fountain of fear's favored party cuts their taxes. Their 5 men in robes made it legal to bribe politicians, 'cause that's really all a super PAC is. It's pay to play like their corporate donors want it. You and me take a back seat to their profits. Follow, follow, follow the money. Who gives and gets what? Gotta watch the flow of the funding, top down and back up. The fat cats and their flunkies are all so power hungry. Who pulls the levers? As ever, follow the money. They know voters would kick them to the curb if we were watching what they do. So they get us mad and they keep us scared, 'cause they sure don't want us to follow, follow, follow the money. Who gives and gets what? Gotta watch the flow of the funding, top down and back up. The fat cats and their flunkies are all so power hungry. Who pulls the levers? As ever, follow the money. Who pulls the levers? Go get her. Follow the money. So, there's a line in that song that I'm assuming probably most people don't know what I'm referring to. So I should explain it. It says, there are 5 men in robes. Well, it says owners of private jets get richer and richer, while the fountain of fear's favored party cuts their taxes. So one of the parties keeps cutting taxes for those people. And that same party had 5 judges they appointed to the Supreme Court. And those 5 judges, all men, gave us the famous or infamous Citizens United ruling that unleashed unlimited money into politics. And I don't know if anybody who knows what a super PAC is, but it's a PAC, it's an acronym for Political Action Committee. So these super PACs is what allow people to, and corporations to donate unlimited money and basically legally bribe politicians. So that's what that line is a reference to. Thank you, Flora, for the follow, and Coco for the shares, and Charlie, welcome. So I don't know, maybe that's enough for my soap. I have other political songs, but I don't know. Maybe that's enough of this soapbox for tonight. Oh, Secret Society, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, how long have I been live anyway? I'm starting to feel some of this fatigue, so maybe I have to slow down a little bit. You know what? I will be right back. I'm going to take a really quick break. I have a, so I have a be back scene, but this isn't there's a better be back scene that I have somewhere, but I guess I have to use this one for now. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. How many of you still here? I hope you're still here. I hope you were here to begin with. So, for those of you, oh my God, I'm so happy to hear that. That makes my day. I'm your favorite musician. That's so amazing. Penelope, you're still here. I'm so glad. And Coco, how are you? So I guess I could do a few more songs. Hey, thanks, Eddie, for being here. Maybe I'll do this like sort of dark, autobiographical, semi-autobiographical song. Well, it is pretty autobiographical, actually. You know, this is a song I came up with this really cool title. And I was like, how am I going to write this? And, you know, the first thing, so it's called, I usually hate to announce the title of the song before I do it, because if I wrote it well, I feel like you should be able to figure out the title from just hearing the song. But I came up with this cool title, Throwing Good Love After Bad Blood. And I thought, okay, so the idea is the singer, there's something in his DNA that makes him like undesirable as a lover, as a person in a long-term relationship. So I thought, how am I going to write this? So the first thing I thought of is, well, it actually came from a true story. I actually never met either of my grandfathers, as a matter of fact, but particularly the one on my mother's side had a shady, checkered past. I found out, I didn't know this till I was like a few years ago, that my grandfather was actually a crook. So that's kind of where I thought, okay, so, you know, I'm just like my grandfather, but I didn't want to be a crook. So I thought, how am I going to write this song? Something bad from my grandfather was passed on to me, so how am I going to write this? And the first thing I thought of was, okay, well, he's the kind of guy who was a lover and leaver, and he had like 5 wives. And I started writing it that way, and I thought, you know, if this was going to be a country song, I'd probably write it that way. But if it's going to be a song for me to sing, that's not me. I'm not a because I would be just like him. And if you in a relationship with me, I'm just going to break your heart and move on to the next. I'm like, that's not me. I don't want to sing that. So I came up with a little bit more of a something that is sort of how my life went. So there's a little more autobiography, whatever the word is. I never met my grandpa on my mother's side. He abandoned her when she was only 5. My parents treated marriage like a civil war. I feel as if I'm broken at the core. No matter what you see in me today, knowing where I came from, I'm afraid you're throwing good love after bad blood. You don't need this kind of pain. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got heartache flowing through my veins. There's nothing in this world like waking in your arms. But I'm hardwired for a fight or flight response. In my clan, feelings mattered not at all. It's second nature for me to build walls. Talking about the future makes me scared. I'm only telling you because I care. You're throwing good love after bad blood. You don't need this kind of pain. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got heartache flowing through my veins. If I could change, you'd be worth changing for. I wanna try, but you gotta be warned. You're throwing good love after bad blood. You don't need this kind of pain. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got heartache flowing through my veins. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got heartache flowing through my veins. Got heartache in my veins. Thank you so much, Ashlyn. You know, I wish I could pin that comment, but I am trying something a little bit different tonight. Thank you so much, Tinfoil Hatter. Well, it will stay up on my it will stay up on my page. So it is being recorded. Ashlyn, thank you for the follow. So what was I going to say? It was obviously something very important because I can't remember what it was. Those joining, by the way, Evie, thank you for... Oh, hey, Evie, how are you? Good to see you. For those joining, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm a songwriter and I'm sharing original songs with you. So as I said, Lou, I am a songwriter. I'm sharing original songs. I hope you'll hang around. I don't know how many more I can do because of my fatigue. But you know, we're coming up on an hour and you know, after an hour, at least on some of the platforms, I've been told, like the algorithm starts to think, wow, he's been live an hour, I should send more people. But the thing is, with this fatigue, a lot of times, by the time an hour's over, I can't do any more songs. But, so, you know, that song, like I said, you know, I grew up in a really dysfunctional family. So as a result, I have some mental health songs. And I haven't done any of those tonight. I'm stalling. I want to get to a minute. I want to get to an hour. I mean, that's 4 more minutes. Can I stall for 4 more minutes without doing a song? It's only 3.5 now. Can I stall for 3.5 minutes before I do another song? Because I'm really limited in the number of songs I can do. From the ground, what is it? From the ground on up. Sing from my feet, but I'm sitting down. So I'm singing from my butt, more like it, because I'm sitting down. Blossom, I don't know what that means. You know, I really wish I could just put on the Be Back Soon screen, take a nap, and then come back. If I could just like take a 10-minute nap, I could probably do like several more songs. Seriously, how many people are here now anyway? Actually, I don't have access, but I do because I have this, because I'm streaming on an app called Streamlabs. Normally, I have been streaming on Streamlabs to all platforms except for the one where actually the largest number of viewers are, which is the one whose name sounds like a clock. And they have an app called Live Studio. My day has been okay. 9 people? Oh, okay. But there's another app that lets me see this if I look carefully. So 9 people. You know, last time we had about 9 people, and then around 50 minutes or so, all of a sudden people started showing up, and there were like 200 people. Sometimes that happens and sometimes it doesn't, and I have no idea why. And anyway, now I've got all my windows messed up. So now I got to realign my windows. Windows. Okay, I've successfully stalled for almost the full amount of time. Oh, I got 1 more minute to stall. Still 9 people or people leaving as I'm stalling. So I want to do one of these mental health songs, and actually I should do this song more. I should do that song more often. Oh, thank you, Scout, for liking the live, and it's good to see you. So, and if you're liking the live, make sure you hit that follow button or subscribe or whatever it's called on whichever platform you're on. And I do this Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, 9 o'clock, New York time. I usually do songs from 9 to 10 or so. And I usually hang around for a little while and just chat like we're doing now. And hopefully spread good vibes. Because as you may be able to see on my screen, the title of my live is Original Songs and Good Vibes. So if I'm not doing songs, hopefully the vibes are good to excellent. I could say excellent vibes, Well, I don't know if this song is really good vibes, but it is an original song. No, even my mental health. Oh, Lena, thank you so much for the 4 roses. I really appreciate the love. And I don't know if anybody can see. I think I have set my live goal should be to heart me, which is just 1 coin. But if you send a heart me, you become a member of my fan club. And then you get, I think now there's a new thing with the fan club. You get special missions where you can climb the leaderboard, and you get stickers, and I guess they're called emotes that I've made, and I'm trying to make some more. I think that's what happens when you get to fan club. I know you get emotes when you subscribe. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna do this song. You called me stupid. You called me lazy. You called me selfish. You betrayed me. Now every day I carry round the pain, but it hurts me more to hold on to the blame. I forgive you. I really have to. I'm tired of going through hell. Can't shake this feeling. I should be perfect. I can be brilliant, or else be worthless. It always feels like I did something wrong. But I've been way too angry, far too long. I forgive you. I really have to. I'm tired of going through hell. I forgive you. Now all I have to do is learn to forgive myself. You hurt me more than you could know, but that all happened long ago, and now it's up to me to stand on my 2 feet. I forgive you. I really have to. I'm tired of going through hell. I forgive you. Now all I have to do is learn to forgive myself. I forgive you. Now all I have to do is learn to forgive myself. Thank you so much for the follow, Matea. Thank you so much, and for the like. And Janielle, I'm so glad you like it. Thank you so much. Tracy, thank you so much. Thank you, Ashlyn. I'm so glad you like the songs. So maybe I don't know, maybe I could do one more. You know, now that I'm on the mental health songs, there's another one that this means a lot to me, and Bruce Willis. Okay, I'll take that as a compliment. So I should do this one more because this one means a lot to me also. And this may be the last one, I don't know. I keep on looking back at all I haven't done. The sweet success, if I had only. The moves that didn't work. The people that I've hurt. The thinking I deserve it when I'm lonely. This beating myself up is such a waste. It's time to give myself a break. So enough of the guilt, enough of the shame, enough shrinking back when I hear my name. A little more compassion, a little more self-love, a lot more realization that I am enough. I still can hear that voice come piercing through the years, commanding me to blame myself. It's time to let that go. By now I ought to know I'm worth as much as anybody else. I'm gonna let the tears fall where they may. Remind myself that I'm okay. So enough of the guilt, enough of the shame, enough shrinking back when I hear my name. A little more compassion, a little more self-love, a lot more realization that I am enough. I have my moments, I have my good days. I've got my inner strength and I've got the will to change. So enough of the guilt, enough of the shame, enough shrinking back when I hear my name. A little more compassion, a little more self-love, a lot more realization that I am enough. A little more compassion, a little more self-love, a lot more realization that I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Oh, thank you so much, Abel. So those of you who have just joined, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I am a songwriter. I'm sharing original songs with you. Since I do have chronic fatigue, I have long COVID, I think I should probably, that should probably be the last song. I do this on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 9 o'clock, New York time. I usually do songs for about an hour, as long as I can go, before, if I overdo it. Oh yes, I have recorded the songs. You can stream it or download it on my website, SethHilaryJackson.com, and it's also on Spotify, but you can download it from my website. It's on all the streaming platforms. But I recommend you go to my website because you can download it. It's name your price, starting at free. I also have artist merch on my site. You can sign up for the Seth Heads newsletter. So, I would love to do more songs. There's something called post-exertional malaise that is a thing with chronic fatigue. I may have already gone past the threshold. You don't know you've gone past the threshold until it's too late. I'm starting to feel fatigue, so that's my sign that maybe I should... It's called post-exertional malaise. Post means after, and it's exertional. So after you exert, the symptoms, the fatigue can get really much, much worse, and it can last for days, weeks, months. Some people even say, like, it's permanent. Each time you get it, you just, like, your baseline gets worse. So that's something I don't want to have happen. This happened when I caught COVID. You know, I avoided COVID for 3 years. And I have a song about my long COVID. The song's called Long Haul, which you can also hear and download on my website. Oh, and also there's a link in my bio, by the way. You can click that link. It'll take you to all my other links. And it depends on which platform you're on. It either says Linktree or it says website. And even if it says website, it actually takes you to Linktree, because that's mostly on the platform whose name sounds like a clock, because they don't allow me to change the name of the link. I have to call it website. But it's actually a link tree that takes you to all my links, including my website. So click there. And if you're enjoying this, I hope I'll see you again at my next live. Again, I do this Tuesdays, Thursdays, and I've been switching it on and off. So now it's Saturday at 9 New York time. And again, I usually can manage an hour or so of playing songs, and then I usually hang around for a little while and chat with you all. You know what? I didn't post a video today. Uh-oh, the algorithm is going to penalize me because I failed to post a video today. I guess I can still post one. It might be too... Oh, thank you, Michaela. And yes, if you're enjoying my live, please don't forget to hit that follow button or the subscribe button or whatever it's called, wherever you are. It's called different things, different places. Well, I'll hang out for a few more minutes, but please come back on Thursday, 9 o'clock, New York time. That's when I usually start, and that's, you know, approximately. Punctuality has never been my thing, but I aim for 9 o'clock. Usually I'm a few minutes late. I shouldn't say that. But, and I usually do songs for about an hour before the fatigue becomes too much. And then I usually just hang around and chat for a little while. Oh, you hit the button. Thank you so much. The Biddo button. Biddo? I don't know what that is. Massachusetts. I used to live in Massachusetts. I lived in Massachusetts for 5 years. And I have to say, I mean, I've kind of been taking a break. I've been telling my life story in my videos, and I kind of have, instead of telling stories lately, I've been posting music, because I've been told, hey, you should post more music. So I've been posting more music. But I'm at this point in my life story that I was living in Massachusetts. And I have to say, I'm sorry, it's nothing against Massachusetts, but those were possibly the worst 5 years of my life. I was in this corporate marketing job, which I was a bad fit for me, and I had no idea like what my purpose was in life, and I was totally depressed. And name of song one more time. Which song? The last one I did was called Enough. I still have a brother living in the Boston area, and my future in-laws are in the Boston area. Coincidentally, they live in the same town as my brother. Yeah, I really loved the city of Boston. The suburbs, I don't know. I was living in Framingham for a while, and then I was living in Worcester. Much better now. And, you know, but the one thing that when I was living there, I wrote my first song just before I got there. And then I started writing songs. And so I've been telling this part of the story. You know, when I was there, and I was just so depressed at my job. It was just terrible. And, but songwriting held out some hope for me of of being something that maybe I could be a songwriter. Yeah, my future in-laws. Well, I was living in Worcester in these condos. It was just as you get into Worcester, as you drive from Grafton into Worcester, there are these condos. It was I had a really nice condo. But then I was unable to sell it because when I decided I couldn't take it anymore and I had to just leave and go to California to try to become a songwriter, and I couldn't sell the condo. So I ended up getting it foreclosed, or they call it a deed in lieu of foreclosure, but I had to pay money to unload my condo. But that's the way it was. Vale is here. Michaela followed. Thank you so much. If I didn't say that already. And Pay, thank you for sharing the live. So, yeah, I would love to do more songs, but I've mentioned this before. I don't know if anybody knows about the marshmallow experiment. So I am trying to become the successful kid in the marshmallow experiment. But anybody know, if you've heard me tell this story before, well, I hope you don't mind hearing it again, because I brought it up. Now I have to tell, because people who don't know what I'm talking about is like, what marshmallow experiment? But this was kind of a famous experiment in the world of psychology. I forget where they did it, where the researchers were. But they went into a elementary school, and I don't know exactly how old the kids were. They were pretty young. And they gave each kid in the class a marshmallow. And they told them, feel free to eat your marshmallow. However, if you can wait 10 minutes, it's either 5 or 10, if you can wait 10 minutes without eating your marshmallow, you'll get a second marshmallow. So they kept track of which kids ate the marshmallow and couldn't wait, and which kids waited and got the extra marshmallow. And they tracked these kids over the course of their lives, believe it or not. And they discovered that on average, the kids who waited and got the second marshmallow, it's called delay of gratification. The kids who had the ability to delay gratification turned out to be more successful in life than the kids who couldn't wait. So I think most of my life I was the kid who couldn't wait. I don't know, I might have been, in that experiment, I might have been able to wait. But that doesn't mean, but so doing another song right now would be the equivalent of eating the marshmallow and waiting till my next live, which will be in 2 days, is the equivalent of not eating the marshmallow and getting an extra one, because I'll avoid post-exertional malaise, hopefully. And Belisha, thank you so much for the follow. And anybody who's enjoying my live, please, I encourage you to follow or subscribe, whatever it's called on whatever platform. And if you want to support my live, I have a live goal, at least on the platform whose name sounds like a clock, and it's a heart me, which is just 1 coin. And if you send a heart me, you become a member of my fan club. So I would really appreciate that. Or any other contribution you want to make to show some love would be totally awesome. And on the other platforms, there should be something in I don't know how it looks on your screen, but there should be something that it says support the stream or something like that, where you could click and send some love that way. And you could always go to the website where you can download songs at Name Your Price starting at free. And you can also get my artist merch. And if you click on the link in my profile, it'll take you to all my other links. And there's also a link there that says support me. So you have all these ways of showing love. And the best way, of course, well, all those ways are good. And also to come back and see my next live on Thursday at 9, New York time. And go to my website and listen to my songs and download them. And share them with your friends. And Wyatt is here. So this has really been fun. I always love sharing my songs with you all. And I hope I'll see you all again. So until next time, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson, doing original songs and hopefully spreading good vibes. And I hope I'll see you Thursday at 9, New York time. And thanks for being here, everybody.